are not in the King James.
All right, okay. So right now, we're diverting. Do you want to talk about the Trinity, or should we talk about something else?
Because we jumped, from the subject to the subject.
So did you want to talk about the Trinity, or should we leave that alone?
Whatever.
Okay. Are you want to talk about it?
Yeah, talk about
Okay.
it.
So I want to see if you understood what I said, because I was coming first of all from a philosophical understanding, meaning it's a principle that we can all kind of agree on, and then we're now going to bring it down into the Bible, then we can bring it down into the Quran. But as long as we can understand the concepts, we can now move to the next level.
So you think Trinity is in the Quran?
Sorry?
So you think Trinity is in the Quran?
The Trinity, to some degree, is in the Quran, yes.
Okay, tell me that.
Okay.
That's good.
So, for example, we acknowledge the second part of the Trinity as being the word or the speech of Allah is inside of the Quran, right? That is one of his essential attributes. His word. Do you agree or disagree? If we don't agree with that, then let's just say.
But the way that are you agree with me when I said that the Trinity exists before the Christianity?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Well,
in
examples.
In our Egyptian Kemetic text, it does.
Good.
But that's the only place I want to go with.
In Hindu.
Okay.
Yes.
So I want to ask you. Let's not divert. Is the speech of God, the word, inside of the Quran, or inside of Islam?
The attribute. Look, when you say, for example, the attribute of a man, like the Prime Minister. Let's take.
Do you know? I just want to know yes or no. Is it in there? Is it in there?
The attribute. You are mixing
is the attribute in there though? Is the attribute of Allah's speech inside of the Quran? Yes or no?
Yeah, clearly.
All right, excellent. Number two, do we acknowledge that Allah?
There is many attributes. You know that.
Number two, do we acknowledge that Allah has a nafs or a ruh? Does he have a nafs or a ruh? A spirit, a soul. Does he have a spirit or a soul?
Ruh.
Yeah. Cool. That's two parts. Okay.
No.
That's the two parts of the Trinity right there. Then we acknowledge his authority. Yeah, his authority. Allah's authority. Those are the three parts of the Trinity right there. And all of those three distinct parts.
Distinct parts?
Yeah, they're distinct. They're distinct.
Really?
Makes Allah who he is. Makes God who he is. It's the same thing what the Christians are saying. There is three distinct Hold on. There's three distinct parts. There's three distinct parts that makes God who he is. That's exactly what the Christians are saying. Okay.
No, it's nonsense. You're talking
nonsense.
All right,
I'm talking nonsense. You just agreed. We just walk through it.
No,
agree. We come to the conclusion. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Okay, pull out where was wrong. Where did I go wrong?
Because you mixed between the attribute and when you say is something which is distinct.
Distinct, yes.
Yeah, distinct.
Yes.
You know that Allah in the Quran has got 99 attributes?
He's got 99, names or attributes.
Attributes?
Names. They say Asma.
Yeah.
So talks about the Asma was Sifat. So the Asma is his names. He's got the best of names. Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that Ar-Rahman is something which is independent from Allah?
I don't. But guess what? The Christians could do
don't.
Hold on. I don't, because I've got knowledge. But the Christians could make the same argument to you and say,
No.
What? Because listen.
And do you know what the word person means?
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
The Christians could make the same argument to you.
No, you can't.
Oh, Aki, please.
You know why?
Please, just
you know why?
listen for a hot second.
You know why? Because I will ask them to give me reference in the Bible, and they can't find it.
All right, can I finish speaking?
If they ask me for the reference in the Quran, I will give them from the Quran and the Sunnah.
Ikar. Excellent. Yeah. Now let me finish talking. Now the Christians can make the same argument that you make against them. You can say, look, your God, no. You got 99 different gods because look, you got 99 different names. That's the same. Wait. But you say no, Allah is one, and I would agree with you. Allah is one. But that's exactly what the Christians are saying.
No.
The Christians are saying there is three different hypostases,
No.
and it's all one. I only believe in one God.
If you ask Christians, you said Jesus can't. He created the world, the heavens. He said yes.
Say again.
If you ask Christian,
and
you tell him, did Jesus create the world? He said yes.
Okay, so I want to ask you this question. Because they believe, okay.
So ask me the same question from the attribute of Allah.
There you go. Did the Kalam create the world?
Kalim?
Yes, the word.
No.
It didn't create the word. It didn't create the world.
It's Allah who created it.
It didn't create the world. So Allah's speech never caused things to come into existence by saying kun.
Kun, yeah?
So wasn't his speech the one that caused things to come into existence,
no.
that created the world? That's exactly the
I
same thing.
can go- no,
They
no, no, no,
believe,
no, no, it's-
they believe that Jesus is the word of God.
No.
That's what they believe, and it's the word or the speech of God that
Okay,
caused
then-
things to come into
okay.
existence.
Okay then.
You lot believe
I
the
can
same
insult
thing,
you.
but you're just speaking over each other's heads.
That's fine. I
Go ahead.
can't now insult you. Yeah, and then I say, okay, my word insults you. It's not me.
Say again?
If someone insults you, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then I can say that the word insults you, not the person. Is that case can have a logic sense in the court? No.
The word and the person are one.
A one.
A one.
So exactly the Allah then.
I know, and that's exactly what the Christians are saying.
Yeah, but
But no,
you're
they're saying
claiming that
the
the
Son
word
is
is
the
creating
Father, yeah.
the word's creating the world.
What's your
Which is
name? What's your
nonsense.
name?
Kalam.
Kalam.
Yes.
In Christianity, the word which is Jesus, he is not the Father.
No problem.
Yes?
No
So,
problem.
It's not
And
like how he
just
said.
and just like Al-Rahman is not Kalam, is not the speech. The attribute of
Yes.
being merciful
Yes.
is not the speech.
Because
the
the
same
word is
thing that you're
different.
saying is the
Now-
same thing that
now-
Christians
No,
say.
no.
You were saying the word of God is God. Okay?
It's a
No,
constitution
no,
part
no.
of God, yes.
In Christianity, the word which is Jesus, he is not the Father. He is different God. He is a separate God. God by himself. Separate person.
It's a distinction.
Okay.
Yes, it's a distinction. So, for example, Allah's nafs is not his kalam, it's not his speech. Do you acknowledge that? It's the same principle.
Now, we cannot know how Allah is exactly.
Well, you
Our
cannot
knowledge
know.
about Allah subhanahu wa
I
ta'ala
know.
is limited to the amount He informed us.
Informed you, yes.
Okay? For example, there is ayah that says, لا تدركه الأبصار وهو يدرك الأبصار. That you cannot see exactly with your naked eyes, that you cannot see Allah. Like I'm seeing you now from head to toe.
Yeah.
You cannot apply this on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
I would have to agree with you.
And also this applies to our
Unless you want
understanding
to talk about
God.
when you on the day of resurrection when you actually will see Allah.
Now, in
That's
the day of
another topic.
resurrection,
That's another
who-
topic. Let's not even go there, 'cause that's another topic. But continue. What's your point you're going to make?
No, I just clarified for you that in Christianity,
Yep.
because you made a conclusion that the word of Allah is Allah, okay, which it is a topic we don't have much knowledge there, but in Christianity, you cannot use this argument that the word of Allah is Allah or consider that we follow it because it represents what Allah wants. Does not mean then that we're going to say, oh, Jesus was also word of Allah, so he is divine and we should take this understanding as Muslims. We don't do this.
I know you don't.
Neither Christians believe Jesus is the word of God, but he is another God.
They don't believe that.
Yeah, the Son is not the Father.
There is distinction in personality.
Yes.
Just as there is
They
a
are not each
distinction-
other. They are
there's-
different from
for
one
example,
another.
there is a distinction between the Spirit of Allah and the Word of Allah. There is a distinction.
What is
But they're
spirit?
all
What do you
one.
mean Spirit of Allah?
What do you mean the Spirit? There's a Spirit of Allah, right?
What do you mean?
Let's not even go there. Let's not even go
Well,
there.
that's-
Let's not even go
Why
there.
not?
It's like I'm going round and round in circles.
You are talking about Quran now or what?
We're going round and round in circles.
Why?
be honest
I'm
with
not. I'm saying it's clear there is only one God. Okay? His word, إنما أمره إذا أراد شيئا أن يقول له كن فيكون. His word or his command for things to exist, he does not need to make effort for things to exist. He just decided by his great power. We cannot know how great it is. It is immense power. That if he wants something to happen, he wouldn't be like me and you thinking and making plan and getting things and building up things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his power is so great that if he wants something to happen, he said, be it is. Straight away.
So you say? So you say? Although Allah is the best of planners, right?
What do you mean?
the planet.
What do you mean?
I'm saying, but Allah is the best of planners. You're saying
means he's
that
not
you're
the
saying that
God.
Allah doesn't plan, but He says in the Quran
mean?
He's the best of planners. So I'm just gonna say okay with you.
What do you mean? No. Wait a minute.
I'm just gonna say
We are
okay.
saying
I'm gonna go.
Allah is
disagree
most
with you.
planner. Does it mean that like how we make a plan, I want things to happen, so I plan and,
Let's
and
just-
possibly
Let's just say
it's not like
Allah's ability to plan is not
It
like
does
our
not apply
ability
the
to
meaning
plan.
of it.
But
If I may
Allah
clarify.
Allah does plan, okay?
Okay.
And He does create things,
That's
and
true.
those things don't come about instantaneously. They
Yes.
take a process of time. That's His
Allah is
method.
not controlled by time.
I didn't say it was controlled by time. I'm saying the way he
No, you
does
say the
things,
process of
there is a
time.
process of time.
Exactly. That's what you're saying.
For example,
you see the problem. The word you haven't got meaning on your discussion.
For example,
Is that the
when he
problem?
created the heavens and the earth, he didn't just say be, and oh, miraculously it was. It took a process of 6 days for it to come
Because he
into
wanted it to
fruition.
happen according to a time.
For
It's not
example,
because
when
he
he was
cannot-
creating Jesus and he said be, there was still 9 months of gestation and trimesters for the child to come out to be born. Jesus didn't pop out the womb just like,
Dear
yes,
man,
I am
I have a
Jesus.
small comment. I have a small comment.
Go ahead.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as he created heaven and earth in 6 days,
Yes.
okay, it does not mean that he cannot create it in no time.
No problem. I don't have
Yeah?
no problem with that. But
So
I'm saying
he is
he
not
simply
restricted.
demonstrates
If he
and
wanted,
your knowledge of
if
him
Allah
is
subhanahu wa
that he
ta'ala,
does things in a
I wanna
process
finish
of
my
time.
point. I want to finish my point.
Go ahead.
If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted to create the heaven and earth in less than 1 second, he can do it.
No problem. Allah
Okay?
is all able.
But if he
simply
decided to
doesn't.
create it in a period of time that's called 6 days, he decided so because he cannot do less time. No, it does not mean this. This is what I want to add.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the main thing about Islam, there is only one true God to be worshipped, the creator of heaven and earth. Nothing like unto him. لم يكن له كفوا أحد. Is this fair about the creator who created everything, that nothing created can be similar to him? Does this make sense?
From an Islamic paradigm, perfect sense.
Good. Why are you not accepting Islam then?
Because I'm not Muslim.
I am telling you, you said this makes sense.
From an
you
Islamic
just
paradigm-
said it
from an
makes
Islamic
perfect
paradigm, it
sense.
makes perfect sense.
Why you are denying your creator? Because right now, by saying it makes sense, but I will not accept it,
Okay.
in their judgment,
Do you know why? Do you
in
know
their
why?
judgment,
Do you know why?
you're going to be held
Do you know why?
accountable for this.
So no-
Unfortunately, like yourself and other Muslims have been given a certain amount of knowledge. And unfortunately, my knowledge seems as though it actually is a little bit higher than what you have got. So I would rather not lesser myself and come down.
Can you prove it?
And come
Can you
down.
prove
Hold on,
your
hold on, hold
concept
on.
about God
Come
is
down and completely wipe out everything that I know and say, let me just follow you
I will
because
join you. I
what
will join
reason?
your
There's
belief.
no reason to follow
I will
what
join
you're
your
saying.
belief and stop being Muslim if you can prove what you said.
Prophet. Okay.
Uh-huh.
الله الصمد اسم ذات أو اسم صفة is the name of that or صفة.
He doesn't know Arabic.
I understand what he's saying. Yes, I understand what he's saying. So,
No, if you got knowledge,
That's-
you
that's-
will,
that's a
you
good-
will,
that's a good
You
question.
will give me an answer straight away.
that's a good question. It's not part of his 99 names that I'm aware of. It's not.
No, you are not answering my
It's
question.
part of his. It's part of his.
Is the name of
is
Sifa or that?
That,
No.
to my knowledge.
You have said-
Tell me. Explain to me why it's not then. Because you're saying no, but explain to us why it's not.
Okay. The scholars, there is not 100%. They are not agreed. There is not.
So they're not agreed, but you're still saying I'm wrong.
No. You are wrong. You know
So,
why?
so if you're saying that there's difference of opinion, some saying yes and some saying no, but me
You
giving
know
you
why?
one opinion, therefore that I'm wrong. Clearly, no, that
So you-
logic and
so
understanding
you
is
are-
completely wrong.
So are you Islamic scholars? Are you?
He is following an
Tell me,
opinion
yes or
of
no?
two sound
I'm not an
opinions.
Islamic
You
scholar.
are not,
no. I don't
exactly.
claim to be
Valid,
Islamic
okay,
scholar.
then I want to say
So
Kalam.
you are-
But then you cannot say that I'm wrong because
So the top scholars, they didn't come in common terms
So-
to discuss whether is.
So let me ask the question: Is that part of his 99? Is that part of his 99
He
names?
wouldn't get this point. But
Is
I
that,
want
is
to
that
know
part of his 99
Kalam-
names? Your answer would be no.
Khalas, can you answer my
I tell
question?
you, my
Go
friend.
ahead.
Can you answer my
I
question?
tell you,
ahead.
my friend. You don't have even 5% of the Arabic language.
Okay, cool.
You know that.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, and the Arabic language is a very huge tool to understand Islam.
No problem.
You know that.
No problem.
And we discussed last time about the linguistic and things
No
like
problem.
that.
Brother,
No, it's a problem.
No problem.
you have
Yeah,
said
it's a problem.
what I have said about God makes perfect sense. And at the same time, you're saying what you have about God is higher. Is this contradiction?
Uh-huh.
You're saying what I say about God makes perfect sense.
Yep, in an Islamic paradigm.
You have said it makes sense.
Yeah.
You said
And at the same time, you're saying this is lower than what I have.
Yeah.
How? If it makes sense, means it is right.
I'm saying what you're teaching, yeah, as a Muslim, what you're teaching is very much so primitive.
no.
Very much so primitive.
This is the teaching of Tawheed.
Now,
What he's
how
saying,
it makes sense, and
you
at the
can't
same
find another
time,
Muslim who thinks
it's
differently.
not good as what you have. So if what you have is good, mine will not make sense at all. if your
Let me ask you-
understanding
let me ask you a
about God
question. Let me ask you a
is the
question.
right understanding,
Let me ask you a question.
any
Let me ask-
other
let me ask
understanding
you a
will never
question.
make sense.
Let me ask you a question. What level of education have you reached in like?
I'm a Muslim.
No. I'm talking about in, let's say, from primary school, secondary school, college level, university. What level did you reach
After university.
in your education process?
After university.
So did you reach masters?
I started master.
You started your masters, okay? Now, what somebody's teaching.
But what does this
hold
have
on,
to
hold
do
on.
with our
Let
argument?
me ask you.
You said your religion is higher than mine. I want you to prove this. Don't change it about who I am.
The problem is here.
Prove your religion
The
is
problem
better.
is here. You lot just don't let us finish. Now, let me ask a question. In primary school, yeah,
Yeah.
when they're teaching you about, let's say, the subject of mathematics, yeah, is what they're saying correct? Anything that they're teaching you in mathematics, would it be correct
So
if their authoritative governing body for the whole government, for Ministry of Education, says you need to teach a particular curriculum,
Yes.
like it will be true, right?
Yes.
Generally speaking.
Yes.
Now that level of information, compared to the level of information you learn about mathematics in university,
Yes.
is completely different, right?
Yes, I agree.
All right. So that can make sense, but unfortunately, somebody from university level have a very different and higher level of education.
How we can become like you about God, that we reach to this very high level.
So what I'm
is the
saying
way?
to you,
Is it possible for us?
what I'm saying to you,
Or not?
your level of understanding is very basic and very limited.
Okay, I want you to prove what I have about God is a very basic level and what you have is a very high level. I want evidence. Can you prove this?
Can I prove this?
Yes. You have made a claim now that what you have is high level and what I have is low level.
Okay.
You
So-
recognize mine, which is low level, is correct. But I'm
earlier-
saying with it being on the what's described as low level, I say what you have is not anything high level.
Okay, so
and I want
earlier
you to prove it is.
Earlier on, we were talking about the triunity of God. Yeah? That is the point. That is the point.
Define
That
God.
is the point.
I want definition.
that was something that was so basic.
I want to ask you a simple question. Define God according to you, Kalam.
And then you come back to the
Can you
point.
Yeah,
define?
because I wanted to
Come on,
discuss
man.
this. This is the first thing that we was discussing. So we can just
No
now
cheat,
meander
no
back
cheat,
onto it,
no cheat,
and you
no
can
cheat.
see how it's
According to
simple.
the high level you follow, define for me what is God.
No concept of God.
No concept of God.
No
God
concept
is
of God.
God is impossible thing.
No concept of God.
So there is no
I
God.
can explain to you what a divine principle is. Would you like to know that?
I want the concept of God according to you. If there is no concept, means there is no God. If there is God, he will have a concept.
Okay, can I give you a definition of God?
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to. I want to have. Please, thank you. I want your definition.
I'm saying to you, in my system, there is no
your
High
system.
level, no concept.
Yeah, there's no
Means
conceptualization of God.
Means no God. For me, if you cannot give a concept, what is God? This means
Okay,
that God doesn't exist.
I can come
There is
down
no
to a
God.
low level now, and I can give you a concept of what God is. But I'm telling you,
At least
it's
no,
not that.
You do
Don't be-
Kalam.
don't be
With your
arrogant.
human
It's
brain.
not even being arrogant. I'm just telling you the
You're arrogant.
truth. I'm actually telling,
You see,
I'm telling you the
We
truth.
are
By the
very
way,
patient with
you are
you.
also
You are talking about
self-contradicting.
Islam.
By the
Go
way.
ahead.
By this statement to say there is no concept of God, this means you do not have any understanding about your God.
No, we don't have a concept.
You
of
don't
God.
have also any understanding about God. You do not have a relationship with God, I would say.
Okay, what is God then?
You know?
Help us. What is
God
God?
in Islam, the creator of heaven and earth.
Excellent. He's
Okay?
the creator of heaven
All
and earth.
powerful, all seeing, all hearing.
Okay.
Okay?
Excellent.
And
Okay,
the
how-
list is very long.
How did he create the heavens and earth?
By his power, if he wants something to happen, he say be and it is.
So by his power. Is that it?
Yes.
And that's all you're gonna
This
give
is
me?
the level of power Allah have.
And do you understand how
The
basic?
maximum power you can think of.
Do you understand how
If you want
basic
something
that
to happen,
understanding is?
he just say be and it is.
Do you understand how
So
basic that
you
is?
can imagine how powerful it is.
Do you understand
Why
how
is it
basic that
basic?
is?
Why is it basic? Brother.
The reason why I'm saying that's basic, yeah, is because we now have
أشهدتم-
a study of
ما
science
أشهدتم
called
خلق
astronomy,
السماوات والأرض ولا
astrophysics,
خلق أنفسهم.
quantum physics,
the verse
and
is
you can
very
get a very much
I
more
wanna
in-depth
hear him.
detail of how the heavens and the earth came about and were formed.
What does that mean for my belief in God?
I'm telling you that your belief in God, that's fine. I don't want to detract from your belief in God.
Yeah.
But the statement that God creates by His word or just by His power.
Can he be
I'm
powerful?
asking
Say we
you
know
how.
more details.
Give
Can
me
you,
how. Give
can
me
you as a
details.
person
Give me
understand
details.
everything about quantum physics?
Can you as a person understand everything about
Yeah.
quantum physics?
Yeah,
Possibly.
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 Everything.
Possibly. If we, for example,
No, the question was very clear.
let's just go
No,
into
you can't.
let's just go into physics.
Yeah,
Let's just go into physics.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you understand the field of physics?
Everything about it.
Everything about the field of physics
Can you do
that
it?
is about right now.
Can you do it?
Of course you can.
So why there are so many subjects inside physics then?
Exactly.
Do you have a
Beginning to
doctorate
understand.
in physics, or do you have
Yeah.
theoretical physics,
And you have
then
to
you have
believe on it.
like
You
there's
take
so many
it like that.
branches, right?
You don't
And
need
you have
a proof
PhDs
of
inside,
some-
right?
all the- all
and then
are
you,
making
for
sense.
example, a guy will tell you, "Oh, I'm not a practical physicist, I'm a
Exactly.
theoretical physicist," and those people are really geniuses. They're not like us, right?
So I'm asking you a question.
Yeah.
Is it possible for someone, you asked me, is it possible to know everything within a particular field?
Yeah.
And I'm saying to you, yes, if everything is out, that's written in books and so forth, I'm not talking about new knowledge and new information, you can amass that knowledge and information if you only specialize in the
Ali.
field of physics, of course.
Who is that?
And for example,
Tell me-
you
tell me
can do the
example.
same thing with English. It is a field of language.
Ali.
If you study English and
Ali.
learn everything about English, you could know about English, yes.
All right. For example, you know, one of the smartest people we know in history was Einstein, right?
Okay?
Was Einstein a professor of chemistry?
Not that I'm aware of.
He was a professor of physics, right? Which
Okay.
we know, right?
Okay.
So he doesn't know anything then. He just knows about his field, he knows about it. Correct, right?
Yeah.
So my point is, if God says he created, and he says E is equal to side, it means the same thing. Because anyway, you can't feel everything as a human being.
I hear you.
Is
So,
that-
so
is that
what I'm
what I
saying,
mean,
to,
alright?
what I'm saying to
Yeah.
you, yeah,
Yeah.
that is a very basic understanding.
Okay.
It's a very
if
basic
he,
understanding,
If he
right?
put down 10 books about physics, still will be something coming new, right?
I tell you what.
You understand
but
that?
is that-
That's my point.
I hear you.
That's
I
my
come
point.
up with a good calculation. I describe you as an agnostic.
Okay.
Oh, honestly.
Okay.
Because I can catch you. Because
I'm glad.
agnostic,
But ask
we
him,
say
ask him,
glad
ask
you
him what
can't.
he believes in.
no, I can't.
It's good.
Brother, what does
I
he,
can't.
but we will ask him,
Yeah.
what do you
Anyway.
believe in? Brother,
I'm an agnostic.
agnostic.